The crown is out and Omid Scobie is officially at war with the palace. These are my LA diaries. Page 6 reports that Prince Harry had a turning point phone call with King Charles after his birthday snub. The Telegraph elaborated, claiming that Meghan spoke to the sovereign too. They described the conversation as warm and claimed it marked a notable shift in tone. Now, before you revisit that peppermint mocha frappuccino, know that details of this call being leaked have already ticked off the palace, so that turning point looks more like a U-turn, thanks to Harry and Meghan's inability to keep their traps shut. A palace insider barked at page 6 that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were total hypocrites for not keeping the phone call quiet. They said Harry and Meghan fight for privacy when it suits them, and yet the minute Harry gets on the phone to the king, it's in a newspaper. But that's not the only leak that has the palace peeved. Omid Scobie is regurgitating a story we almost heard word for word the week the Queen died, leaked by Team Sussex. Nice to see we've moved away from our previous sources. In an exclusive excerpt of his book Endgame in People magazine, Omid says, the Duke's phone started ringing, an unknown number. He usually ignored those. You should answer it, Meghan told him. Note, Meghan is always Harry's solution to the problem. Harry answers it, and it's his father telling him that he needs to get to Balmoral because the Queen is dying. Prince William is arranging transit. Harry starts to call Prince William, who he's been giving the hypothetical middle finger to for the last 2 years. Omid claims William ignored his brother and took off without him. I quote, Harry was completely by himself on this. I'd like to point out 2 things. Number 1, have these people not heard of consequences? In America, we call it F around and find out. He found out. No one wants to be with you under these sacred circumstances. You're not loyal or trustworthy. Number 2, in the paragraph about this, you clearly state that Harry doesn't answer the phone for unknown numbers. How do we know that he didn't miss a previous call from Prince William? And by the time Harry engaged, William was already on his way. The constant pity party and living in the past will continue to be this couple's downfall. Sorry that I don't feel sorry for you. And Katie Nicholl reported that you rejected the Queen's offer to visit during this trip. Omid Scobie and Harry can tell us all day long how close he was to the Queen, but actions speak louder than words. And Harry was not sympathetic to the Queen's age or health when he went tattling to Oprah Winfrey. If you're wondering what the palace's reaction is, well, there is no official reaction, but the Daily Mail is reporting that courtiers are furious as new Prince Harry biography reveals royal family secrets from the day the Queen died. Insider slam book by Sussex's cheerleader-in-chief, Omid Scobie, over claims William ignored his brother's calls as Elizabeth lay dying. Well, it's not a denial. By the time you watch this video, The Crown Season 6 Part 1 will be released. Here's what we know so far about the final chapter. Described as fresh anguish for Prince William and Prince Harry, the drama depicts Diana frustrated while in Paris with Dodi, desperate to return to the UK to be with her boys. Obviously, of the 4 episodes that are released in this first installment, Diana dies in the Paris tunnel. I can't imagine how unfair and surreal it must be to have people watch back the most horrific moment of your life. And I really do sympathize with Prince William and Prince Harry, although I will admit that only one of those people has Netflix paying their electric bill in Montecito. I struggle about watching this season because I do think it's so unfair to the boys, but it's my job, so I'm going to have to report on it. I'm curious to know if you're going to watch season 6 of The Crown. Let me know in the comments. And if you do love The Crown, because I have a lot of friends that are royal watchers that just say, I just don't watch The Crown. I can't watch it because I don't want to get fact and fiction mixed up, which I get. I remember when I was watching for work the Harry and Meghan Lifetime movie and a tiger approached them. I remember being like, what if I was on television and I was like, and one time when they were in Africa, a tiger approached them. So I get the not wanting to mix fact and fiction and not wanting to confuse your brain. I totally get that. But if you do love The Crown, I'd love to know what your favorite season is. If you're going to watch season 6, if you're looking forward to seeing William and Catherine fall in love, let me know in the comments below.